Friends, please subscribe, like, and comment. This is very important to us. Discipline is a superpower. Here's how to develop it. Imagine that you have a superpower, not the ability to fly or become invisible. No, something more powerful. Something that every successful person, athlete, artist, entrepreneur has. This is discipline. And this is real magic. Discipline is not about restrictions. It is about freedom. Freedom from chaos, procrastination, weakness. It is the ability to do what you need to do, even when you don't want to. It is a muscle, and it can be pumped up. Why is it a superpower? Because he who controls himself controls his life. The outside world is unpredictable, but your reaction to it is always your choice. Discipline gives you power over this choice. Forget about motivation. It comes and goes like rain. You cannot build a house on such a shaky foundation. Discipline is concrete. It always works. In the rain, in the snow, when you are sad, when you are tired. It does not ask, "Do I want this?" It says it's time. How can you develop this power? It all starts small. Right now, step 1, make a decision. Not, "I will try," but "I will do it." Clear, tough, no retreat options. Decide that you will get up at 6 a.m., that you will exercise for 20 minutes a day. The decision is the point of no return. Step 2, start with a micro habit. Your brain is afraid of big tasks. It sabotages them. Trick it. Want to run in the morning? Don't promise yourself an hour-long run. Promise to put on your sneakers and go outside for 5 minutes. That's it. More often than not, you will run further. The main thing is to start, to do the first micro action. Step 3, create a trigger. Link a new action to an old habitual ritual. Brush your teeth. Immediately after that, do 10 squats. Drink coffee. Before that, read a book for 5 minutes. An old habit becomes a hook for a new one. Step 4, remove resistance. The simpler the action, the more likely you are to do it. Prepare in the evening. Lay out your sportswear. Put a bottle of water on the table. Write a plan for the day. Make sure laziness has no chance to stop you. Step 5, focus on the system, not the goal. The goal is to learn a language. This is scary. The system is to study 15 minutes a day. It's easy. A disciplined person does not look at the top of the mountain. He looks at his feet and takes the next step. Every day, his strength is in the process. Step 6, track your progress. Buy a calendar. Put a cross on each day you complete the rule. A chain of crosses motivates more than any motivational picture. You will be sorry to tear it up. This is your visual journal of strength. Step 7, no 0 days. Even if you are sick, tired, have no time, do the minimum. 1 push-up, 1 line in the diary, 1 page read. Action, even microscopic, maintains inertia. 0 days is a failure. 1 action is a victory. Made a mistake? Broke down? Great. This is not the end. This is training. Scolding yourself, wasting energy. Just return to the system. The next morning, the next step. Discipline is not about perfection. It is about returning. Again and again. What will you get in return? You will experience something incredible. In a month, you will look in a mirror and see a different person. Someone who keeps his word. First of all, given to himself. Anxiety will go away. Confidence will appear. You will understand. You are the master of your life. You do not need superpowers. You need discipline. This is your power. Turn it on. You wake up. The alarm clock is ringing for the 5th time. The brain obligingly offers just 5 more minutes. You are so tired. You deserve it. This is a decisive moment. A battle that lasts for milliseconds. It is here, in these morning seconds, that your superpower is forged. Every time you choose to wake up instead of sleep, you win. You do not just get up. You send a powerful signal to the universe. I am the boss. This is a victory over instinct. Momentary, tiny, but incredibly important. The power of discipline is the sum of such small victories. Every no to an extra candy. Every yes to an evening walk instead of social networks. Every time you close the door and work, although the sun is calling outside the window, these victories are not visible from the outside. They do not give medals, but they are the bricks that build your new personality. A personality that can be trusted, which doesn't look for excuses, which just does it. What happens if you don't train this muscle? Weakness, not physical but mental, is a feeling of disappointment in yourself. It's a heavy blanket of unfinished business that weighs you down in the morning. It's a constant internal dialogue. I couldn't do it again. I didn't finish it. I didn't start it. Discipline tears off this blanket. It turns off the annoying voice of doubt. You do the job and move on, free, clean, with a sense of accomplishment. What if you have no strength? If you don't want at all? Great question. The secret is that waiting until you want it is pointless. The desire may never come. Act automatically. Like a robot. Don't turn on your emotions. Just stand up. Just put on your sneakers. Just open your notebook. Don't think about the whole workout, the whole chapter, the whole workday. Think only about the first movement. Do it, and inertia will pick you up. Your body will resist. It loves comfort. This is its safety zone. Your job is to gently but persistently pull out of there. Every day, expand the boundaries until what seemed unbearable becomes a regular routine. Here's a vivid example. Imagine two people. The first is talented, smart, full of ideas, but he is waiting for inspiration, waiting for the right moment. His days are spent dreaming of a great future, but things don't move. Ideas remain ideas. The second is less gifted, but he is a bulldozer. He does not wait for the muse. He sits down and works. Every day, an hour, 2. It doesn't matter whether he is in the mood or not. He just does it. A year later, the first one is still dreaming. The second one has already launched a project, found his first clients, made mistakes, gained experience. He is no longer where he was. He has grown. His talent, discipline, turned out to be more valuable than his innate abilities. Who will you choose as a partner? Who will achieve more? The answer is obvious. Discipline is the elevator to success. Everyone has a staircase, but most people crowd at the bottom, looking at the steps and thinking how high they are. A disciplined person simply gets into the elevator and presses the button. Day after day, your superpower is already inside you. You don't need to look for it. You need to turn it on. Right now. Not from Monday. Not from the new year. The next meal. The next choice, healthy or unhealthy. The next free minute, for development or for scrolling through the feed. You don't need titanic efforts. You need consistent steps. Small, but daily. They will melt laziness. They will turn discomfort into a habit, and a habit into character, and character into destiny. Your new life is not waiting somewhere out there. It is waiting for you in your next right decision. Make it. You have already taken the first step. You are reading this. You are looking for an answer. This is already a victory over someone who is just scrolling through the feed. Remember this feeling. You are already in motion. Now, the main secret that is kept silent. Discipline should not be torture. If you have to break yourself over your knee every time, you are doing something wrong. True strength feels like ease, like a professional athlete. From the outside, his training seems like hell. For him, it is a ritual. Sweat, pain, fatigue, but this is his element. He feels good there. Your task is to make discipline your element. Create an environment where the right actions are the easiest, where you do not have to fight with yourself. How? Here's a simple rule. Stop making decisions. Seriously, your willpower is limited. It is like a battery charge. Every time you decide what to wear, what to eat, where to start, you spend a precious resource. The very one that is needed for the main thing. Your mission is to automate everything you can. Create templates. Write them down. Make them ironclad. Morning ritual. Woke up, made the bed. 10 minutes for exercise. Contrast shower. Healthy breakfast. No options. No, maybe I'll skip it today. You don't choose. You execute the program. Like a robot, this frees up your mind for real creative tasks. Work block. Set aside 2 to 3 hours a day for the most important task. During this time, keep your phone in another room. Notifications off. No checking email. Just work. At first, it will be unbearable. Your hand will reach for the phone. Endure. After 20 to 30 minutes, your brain will give in and immerse itself in work. This state of flow is a reward for a disciplined mind. Evening rollback. An hour before bed, no screens. Just a book, a planner, a conversation with loved ones, light stretching. You slow down. You prepare your body and mind for quality rest. This is not a restriction. This is self-care. You recharge a battery that you spent during the day. What to do with breakdowns? They will happen. Definitely. You will get tired. You will get sick. Force majeure will happen. You will not fulfill the plan. This is what a strong person will do. He will not throw a tantrum. He will not say, "Everything is lost. I will quit." He will look at it calmly, like an engineer at a system failure. I wonder, why did this happen? How can I make sure it doesn't happen again? He will analyze. Maybe the goal was too big. Maybe there was not enough preparation. Maybe I should have gone to bed earlier. And he will simply return to his ritual. The next day, without self-flagellation, without much thought, he will simply do his micro-action. He will put an X on the calendar and move on. That's the point. Don't be a perfect robot. Be a stubborn gardener. Who knows? For a garden to grow, you need to water it every day, even when you're not in the mood, even when it seems like nothing is changing. The roots grow down unnoticed. But one day, the plant breaks through to the surface, strong, robust, ready for any storm. So, do you? Every day, doing little, you grow a titan inside you, who is not afraid of crises, the opinions of others, temporary failures. Your superpower is not in one heroic effort. It is in 1,000 small, invisible actions that you perform when no one sees you. And one day you will wake up and understand. You are no longer the one who is looking for motivation. You are the one who creates it. You are a source of strength for yourself and perhaps for someone else. There is only one thing left to do. Close this article and take the first step, the smallest one, right now. And now we come to the main thing. To what happens when discipline turns from an effort into an essence? When you stop noticing it, it becomes the air you breathe. The foundation on which your whole life is built. You no longer fight with yourself. You simply live by your own rules. And this brings the deepest satisfaction. Outwardly, you can do the same things as before. Work, relax, socialize. But inside, everything is different. Anxiety disappears. The feeling of guilt for what you haven't done disappears. You always know that you are on your own path. Slowly but surely. You cannot be knocked off course. You stop being hooked by other people's successes. You don't envy. You study. You don't look for excuses. You look for opportunities. You don't wait for approval. You act. Criticism ceases to be a threat. It becomes a source of information. What can I improve? That's the only question you ask. This transformation is the ultimate goal, not just learning to get up early, but becoming the kind of person for whom getting up early is natural. Not forcing yourself to read, but becoming the kind of person who can't live without it. How do you know if you're on the right track? It's very simple. You get bored without doing anything. Without growth. The idleness that used to beckon now seems bland. You want to create, to move forward, because that's your new nature. What do you do when the routine starts to weigh you down again? When you want to quit? Remember why. Not why, but why. Why did you start this journey? To feel strong, to respect yourself, to wake up every morning confident that you can handle any challenge. This is your anchor. Return to your small victories. Reread your progress diary. Remember where you started. You have already come a long way. Stopping now is like walking across the country and stopping 100 meters from the finish line. And finally, share your power. Don't brag. Share it. Help someone else take the first step. Tell them about your experience. When you teach, you learn. When you give, you receive. Your discipline is contagious. Be an example. not for likes, but to make the world around you a little stronger, a little more conscious. Your superpower is not a gift from above. It is a choice, which you make every second, silently, without an audience, in favor of your best self. The next decision is already your choice. Make it the right one.